Hello, happy Wednesday. And if it's not a happy Wednesday, that's the reason I want to do this video. I got a message, genuine, awesome message, but I was just curious. This was what she said. I was curious as to how you were able to be so positive, how you were able to, you seem sane and not upset and not stressed out or anxious. And you know, I do see a lot of posts. I've seen a heightened level of posts. Is that the right word? An increase in posts about spirituality and prayer and being connected to our Creator, and 100%. And for me personally, it's not something that I feel the need to share on a daily basis. Highly spiritual, pray every single day, working on meditating every single day, but understand nobody can take that from me. Like, that's such a huge blessing and a huge gift, is at any time in our life we can pause and have a conversation with our Creator and throw our burdens on Him. And I remember growing up, going to church, meetings, and hearing one of the speakers talk about that. Like, the phrase is, I don't know what book of the Bible it's in, but to throw your burdens on God. And what we do is we throw them on Him, but we treat it like a boomerang or like a yo-yo, and we pull it back, and then we try to fix it ourselves instead of keeping a pair of scissors in our back pocket, throwing the burden on Him and cutting the cord and leaving it be where it lie. So that's a huge piece of my peace and my day-to-day thought process. Make sure that you are connecting with your Creator. Nobody can take that from you. You do not have to have your butt in a seat in a holy place. The holy place is with your family, or in my case, on my son's grave. It could be at a park. It could be in the car as you're driving your children to school. It could be snuggling in bed with your partner, or sitting next to your husband or wife with a glass of wine when all the kids are in bed. Like, that's your peace and your space. And please continue to take advantage of that. But I've seen a lot of posts about that lately, and I do believe that that's a huge help for me personally. But the other thing too is, I think a lot of the comments that people are making and where people's heads are at is because of how they were raised and what they were taught, especially during their formative years. For instance, if you're raised in a household that strongly believes a certain way, and you have a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old and an infant, and they are constantly within your vicinity when you're talking and sharing your points, whether you're sharing them with anger or a ton of passion, and all those 3 children know is that you love them and you're there to take care of them and to raise them, is it likely that those 3 children, knowing that they're being raised by 2 loving parents, will believe the same? And it's reinforced when you're in the car and listening to something, or you're on the phone with someone that has a different viewpoint than you, and you are vehemently arguing your point, and those 3 children are listening. What we watch on TV, what we choose to watch on social media, and your children are listening and watching. And so it's not hard for me to bring the logic to a lot of this. And there's some very deep-seated things with a lot of people and within a lot of people because of the way that they were raised. And then they get thrown into a different mix. Maybe they go to work and there's people that think differently than how they were raised, or they move to a new neighborhood, whatever the situation is. You know, and the way that I'm raising my children is that those conversations happen with our family first. So with my husband first, with my children first, listening to them, finding out what's going on in their heads and in their minds and what they're hearing, what they're seeing, and being able to talk openly and freely about it all. And I think that's a huge blessing as well. So my prayer every day is that every child have that opportunity to speak freely and openly and honestly to their parents, no matter what's going on in their life, so that they feel heard, they feel seen, they absolutely feel loved and respected and valued, because that child will grow into an amazing adult who will also be kind and will be quick to listen to someone else, quick to hear, quick to pause, quick to love, quick to be tolerant and loving. I'm proud of all of you working really hard, especially my fellow parents. It's a really rough time for kids. I see it all the time, and it's a great opportunity for us to have even deeper conversations, not just with our children, but with our Creator as well. I hope you're enjoying your Wednesday. If you're feeling stressed, I would recommend finding something that you could read or journal about every single day, right when you wake up. Because if the tendency and the habit, you guys, is still to wake up and pick up our phone and start scrolling, that's not, you're giving someone else power over your mindset for that moment. You're giving someone else permission to come into your head and bring their baggage and their stress and their anxiety with you. And it's not a two-sided conversation, right? It's not something that you can contribute back in a positive way, unless you can. But that's something else I think about too. If there was someone that you don't like, just their personality, and by the way, that's okay. I don't know why we're still trying to get everyone to like us. That's okay. If there's someone that you didn't like, or you guys have completely different viewpoints, a total side note too. I also think that's super healthy. Like, you want conflict. You want healthy conflict. Like, that's how we grow. That's how we change. That's where great ideas come from. You don't want to hang around people that think exactly the same way as you, but we can do it in an adult, intelligent way. Well, my point was, if there was someone that was just rude, or you don't like their vibe, that's awesome. You don't have to invite them in your home. That's absolutely, you're right. But we do it when we let their social media into our home. We view their posts get us all angry, and we continue to allow them into our headspace. So that would be my recommendation, is instead of just the blind routine of just scrolling without any type of goal, like what are we looking for every single time we go on social media, journal or pick up a book to help you grow from the inside out, to help strengthen your mindset, which will give you the confidence to let go of those who are not serving you, and for you to be able to continue to share your light. I hope this helped you. If it did, and you know someone else it could reach, please feel free to share. And let's go, kids. Let's go raise some amazing, healthy babies. I'm out on the soccer field. Tigo crushing football. Cece's gonna get her dance on. I'd love to hear what your healthy kids are doing. Talk to you guys soon.